Michelle. I wanted to send you this really brief PowerPoint just to go over scheduling and a few finishing touches for your project. In order for us to kind of get everything in line and what needs to go first, I wanted to just run some things by you. I didn't know if you had any specific timeline for when you wanted things done. I know you're away in Vermont for a lot of the summer, but here's my thoughts. So the custom cabinetry, so the kitchen banquette, the kitchen appliance garage, your office cabinetry, the cabinetry in the family room that runs to the left and the right side of the fireplace. All of those are going to take probably around 4 to 5 months to make. Sometimes a project that's smaller like this, our person can fit them in and we'd get them sooner, but just to kind of give you a sense. So we are going to order everything that can be ordered. We're going to order the cabinetry to get in the queue. And then we'll order all of the furniture, we'll order all of the lights and sconces and pendants and everything. And we'll order the runner and everything else we will order. The kind of the way it works is that I'm thinking that the family room, we can have the bookcases demoed. We can have those taken out. And then we can have everything painted, all the areas that we talked about being painted. Or we can wait on having those demoed and have everything else painted and then have those demoed later and have that wall painted. Really depends on what you want. But let's have all the electrical, all the lights put in so that if we need to have any patching or painting, we can then have the painter come in and patch and paint everything. We'll have had all the lights installed, which will be great. Then we'll have the window treatments come in and have those installed. We'll have the furniture delivered and have that installed. And then lastly, we will have the cabinetry installed. So let us know if that's okay, if we can just get going on everything else and we can kind of fill you in on timelines as we go. But if there's an area of time that you're not going to be there and we can meet the electricians and the painters, that might be great too. So for one thing, for the table, the kitchen table, these are the samples from Vermont Farm Table. And I really liked this one here and this one. So this is the oak and this is the maple. So let me know which you prefer. And then as mentioned, the sample for the upstairs dresser and nightstands is so different from the actual pieces. The actual pieces look very much like this. So we'll just order those and order the nightstands that go with that, which I think will be fabulous. I'm going to meet the painter and go over all the paint. For most of it, we're going to do the white, the decorator white. And then as an accent in certain areas, we talked about the gray. So we can get a little bit more specific about that too. We're ordering the light fixture for here and we're ordering the runner for here. We're going to do the light up here, the gallery light, and the larger mirror for here and here. And then we didn't get really specific on these kind of small tables. I had mentioned that I love this kind of a look, and I don't know how you feel about it, but it's kind of a piece of wood. It's a demi-lune, and then it has a piece of stone on top. So we had our person price those out for you, and I'll run that by you. The thing that I love about it is it frees up the space on the bottom, but that may not be an issue. And then we're going to do a gallery light just like these over here, not that specific one, but just like where that is located. The other options, if you didn't want to do that demi-lune that I have priced out in a different point, we could do something like this. from Room and Board, or we could do something like this, which is pretty cool, from Van Collier. I love this from Van Collier. It's a little bit more expensive. So just to kind of compare these to the ones that we asked our carpenter to price out, I can show you that. Gabby's going to send you a revised pricing for everything. So these are the things that we would need to wait for. So the banquette right here, but we can order the chairs and the tables and have the window treatments done and the paint done. And we're going to just review all of that. So for the table, you're going to let me know which finish you like, either the oak or the maple. I like them both. And where we don't really have any other woods other than the wood on the floor to kind of contend with, I think we're in a good spot. We're going to do this light for over the table, which I think is fabulous, and then these chairs for at the table. The appliance garage, we decided, and I think you like this one where the doors push into themselves. I'll just double check that with Gab. We have this fabric for the cafes by the kitchen table, and this for the wallpaper in the bathroom. We are going to do, I believe we're going to do this for the light in the bathroom, which I think will be great. So then I have pricing for this. So we had him price it out two ways. We had him price it out where he makes a wall to the left and to the right, and then we have two doors on a track. We had him price it out that way, and then we had him price it out this way, so that this would be stationary and this would be stationary, and these two doors would kind of slide in on themselves, and I can show you exactly what that means and what that comes out as. So when we priced that out, I have that down here, the carpenter gave us some pricing for a bunch of different things. So he priced out this actually is from Creative, and this is for the cabinets to the left and the right of the fireplace. So this is like $15,000 for all of the cabinets to the left, all of the cabinets to the right of the fireplace. And then this estimate here is for the office. So he priced this out a couple of different ways. So the first one is 2 stationary doors, 2 sliding doors, and then we asked him to do a door around the corner, that single door, so that it actually all the spaces have doors. So this would be 2 stationary doors, 1 on each end, and 2 sliding doors, and then the hinge door around the corner. So he put in here the true style doors, the track, all of that kind of stuff. The material cost is about $15,000. The labor cost is $22,000, and the total of that is $37,480. Now, for the other option, these would also need to be painted. So just to add that onto it, I don't think he added that. No, he did not. So for the other option, it would be the barn doors that I showed you, the rolling barn doors. So he would build a wall on each side, left and right, and then he would do the rolling barn doors. So that comes out to be about $28,000. For the fireplace project, he would do the demo of the work and then do the custom fireplace that we had talked about. We would get more specific with him. We had asked him to price out molding for the bedroom, your bedroom, which I'm not sure if you even really want to do that anymore, but it was, and I can show it to you, it was kind of the applied molding on, we put it on all the walls in the bedroom. That's about $10,000. So the hallway, this is that scope of work that I had asked him to do, that kind of round kind of area that would have the stone on top. So that would be this, and it would be for 2 of these right here. That would be these right here. And we would still need to get the stone for that, which we would just get a remnant. But those end up being for the 2, about $4,000, so $2,000. So it may make sense He also gives us an alternative too for the two of them that's about $2,600. So it may make sense to just do the retail ones that I showed you an earlier message. But let us know what your thoughts are, especially on the cabinets to the left and right of the fireplace, and then the office door area as well. So for the family room, we are going to do that all over. And these, I pulled out some of the sofas because I thought they just wouldn't look as great. I love this sofa. I think it's super, super beautiful. We can pick our fabric. I think it's probably easier for you to let me know which one you prefer, and we'll get a price for you. This is the other one. And when you look at these, just remember that it's the sectional style that we are looking at. It's this right here. So it's this, this kind of U-shaped where it has two chaises at the end. This sofa in this room just kind of reminded me of the space. It's this long, beautiful space. I kind of love how this is open on the bottom. I put this coffee table in. This is from a place called Schwung Home. It's about 37 inches in diameter. It has a marble top. It's about $2,700. So this is a sofa from Lee. And again, it would be that particular style with the U shape. And we can do our fabric here, and we can pick out our color down here. This is from TCS, which I think is really beautiful. We've done this a lot. It's probably the least expensive of all of the options. And then the other one was, so there was this, and I think that was it. I had some other ones, but I had this one, but I took it out. And if you decide that you like it, just let me know and we'll get pricing for you. I'm going to put pricing in for like a performance fabric so that it's resistant to fading and resistant to staining. It will be really durable. And then we'll show you the colors too. So for coffee tables, I love this from Schwung Home. I love this. This is from Redford House. This is 42 by 42. It's square. So it has a top that's wood. But I love this kind of black frame and then the white top. I also love this from Redford House. It's square. It's 42 by 42. I think it's really clean and simple. Kind of reminds me of this kind of a look. We could do it black. We could do it white. This is another one from Philip Scott, which is 40 inches square that I really love. It's very reasonable. We could do that too. So again, when we're thinking of the table in the kitchen, we really it's really our only wood because we have a lot of the black and a lot of the metal, a lot of white, and I think that's going to look really great. So you look at these and tell me what you like in terms of coffee tables and sofas and all that kind of stuff. But we will start to work on ordering all the other things that you've approved before. The other thought in this room was on the opposite side of here to do an open bookcase that would kind of pick up on all of our black metal elements, but also draw your eye up, which I think will be really nice. So these are from Restoration Hardware. Some of these are on sale and fairly reasonable. This is black iron with glass. This one is black iron with marble. It's a little bit more expensive. It's more than this. This is the starting price. We would do the 52 inch. So I think it's about $4,000. This one is black metal with glass as well. So let me know your thoughts on that, and let me know your thoughts on these, and we will get all of this ordered. I am super, super, super excited. I think that's pretty much it on this. So let me know your thoughts, and let me know your thoughts on the schedule and timing, and if that works, and if we can kind of arrange to have everything and everybody kind of on a schedule and for what works for you. So we'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much, Michelle, for being you.